Boys and girls, Ron Hands.
Hey Chad, how you doing? This is Detective Sun. Again, we got disconnected. Just want to finish up by telling you that Ron wishes to no longer contact with you, and he doesn't want you texting him or reach on contact with any violation of that. The record report will be subject to an arrest if you continue to text messages. Please stop, and I told you the same thing. If you have any questions, feel free to give me a call. Number here is 847-901-6143. Thank you.
To replay this message, press 1.
Once for good measure, boys and girls.
Hey Chad, how you doing? This is Detective Sun. Again, we got disconnected. Just want to finish up by telling you that Ron wishes to no longer contact with you, and he doesn't want you texting. He's just want to contact. Any violation of that, the record report will be subject to an arrest if you continue to text messages.
Okay. All right. Let me tell you what's going on here. Ron Hands is avoiding a Zoom call request. Ron Hands has been my stalker since University of Kansas, 1991. I'm going to find out why he transferred from Iowa and went to KU, and his room was right across the street from mine in Naismith Hall. Ron speaks to my family, I believe, behind my back, in the name of concern in business and money. Ron has tried to, get money from me, from my family, many, many times when I've told him no. Ron has called me roughly 5 times in a half-hour span when I told him, Ron, please do not ever call me again. 5 times. This was about a day before my last institutional lockup of 8 months. Ron Hands was in the cellular industry with an extremist Jewish group out of New York. When I say extremist, I don't mean terrorist, but possibly Hasidic Jews, very religious, multi-billionaires. Ron was on salary, I think, of like $300,000 for like 20 years, but he knows nothing about cell phone tracking and this, that, the other. So anyhow, Ron Hands, big time trouble. Ron Hands went to the police department. I sent him a group text requesting a Zoom call meeting anytime after February 1st, Monday. And he responded after 3 or 4 phone calls from me about 3 or 4 days later, saying he didn't have the text, but he responded some bullshit like, hey, dude, yeah, how about, yeah, dude. So anyhow, listen, Ron then proceeded to call Marty. I had Marty, CK, and somebody else on the text. And Ron called Marty, who Ron couldn't have possibly known, and asked Marty if he knew Chad and how Chad was doing. Is Chad okay? Is Chad okay? Well, I'm okay, Ron. Are you okay, Ron? Ron, you tripped acid by yourself, Ron. It's a problem. Ron, you had no friends at Kansas. People dodged you, Ron. You stalked me, Ron, specifically, Ron. You stalked me as an adult, Ron. I believe you're stealing and diverting, or at least part of my first Fed funds leads for several years, Ron. Believe you are in part, responsible for my Wix hacking, internal shifting, and diversion of emails, Ron. You've cost Wix, Ron, potentially several $billion a year, roughly $6 a mailbox, Ron. Okay, Ron, let's say they have 300 million emails, Ron. Average company, 5 emails, Ron. Listen, Ron, who fucking knows? Who fucking knows? It's in the billions, Ron. Ron, you've talked to my friends behind my back. I don't know what you're saying. I have no fucking clue, Ron. I have no fucking clue what's being said behind my back, Ron. But I know you're involved, Ron. You've ruined many families, Ron, including your own, Ron. Your ex-wife, your daughters, your parents, this, that, the other. Ron, sabotage, what you've done to me at least 2 dozen times, Ron, is considered an assault. So it's 2 dozen assault charges, Ron. You, my brother, Adam Garson, who does the same, hasn't told me anything ever. Everything he does is behind my back. So I look stupid, but I'm going to figure it out. My mother, Ron, very sick woman. My brother, even sicker. My sisters now are diseased. My stepfather is, who fucking knows, but he's a sick, sick man. Napoleonic complex. Never enough for that fucking faggot. But Ron, my Mark Glassman, remember when I saw you, Ron, like 15 years ago, one of 3 times I've seen you since college. Ron, How do you know Mark Glassman? Did you use my name with Mark Glassman, Ron? Do you know the Hockmans, Ron? You always speak about the Hockmans and your buddy Goldberg at Tulane, Ron. But I want to know your involvement with the Hockmans, Ron, because they work very hard to get their degrees. And even though Todd is sick and Eric is sick and their mother and their whole fucking family is diseased, they're still my cousins in my blood, Ron. But let me tell you something. Because of you, they're in big fucking trouble, Ron. Ron Hance, Ross Morelli, Greg Fine, Brian Kane, Darren Kay. Those guys love me. They don't call me back, Ron. What seeds did you plant, Ron? How badly did you fuck me, Ron? Are you involved with this Jen Diane 97% bullshit? Documented, by the way. Thanks, Jen, you fucking coke whore. Yeah, honey, we'll tell that story. A little ditty by Jennifer Diane. Anyhow, Ron, you have fucking really fucked up a lot of lives, a lot of relationships. And Ron, some will be cured and some won't. But Ron, you're not going to be around, a free man, to witness anything, Ron. And it's not a joke. It's not, Ron, I know the facial. I know the game, Ron. I didn't know. Ron, you're one of many, Ron. And guess what, Ron? I'm the subject. I don't think it's funny, Ron. I'm very lucky to be alive, Ron. You don't know the torture I've gone through, Ron. You don't know. You'll never know. Because you're not that fucking intelligent. You're going to try to kill yourself. But Ron, suicide is a gift in your case. Getting murdered is a gift in your case, Ron. I want 40 for you, Ron. Kingpin, Ron. Another Kingpin. 40. Buried alive, Ron. Institution. Back and forth, back and forth. Figure out which one you want, Ron. Hey, Betty. Hey. Hey, Ron. Gotta go. Adios, amigos.